All right, I think we are live. It's countdown. Yep, we are live. Hey, everybody, Cajun Coin Hunter here with you today, aka Boudreaux. Oh, got my best of the best coin community, YouTube coin community in there. Ah, whoop, I need to kill that side. All right, now got that. Got that shut down. Got the chat popped out, I think. Yep, Caden Coin Hunter turned on a subscribers only mode. 5 minutes. Good. Deplorable garbage. Zenron, what's up, Mona Me? What's happening? I don't know where Phil guy's at. I think he's working. Judge Webb, barbecue. How's it going, Mona Me? Hadn't seen you in a little while. Oh, got a little. A little. Yep. I don't know why they put that there. I don't know why they put that right there. See what's on here. Under here. I don't remember them putting it was right here. I don't know why they put it on my wrist when it was right there. I had an IV right there. No, there's nothing there. She didn't even try right there. Anyway, well, that's something right there. Unless it moved on me. Oh, I know what happened. Yeah, it moved while I was sleeping, taking a nap. Crazy busy at work. Weather has sucked here for weeks. Okay. Which I don't remember what area you in. What part of the United States. So, crime mobsters. Hey, Stephen, what's up, Mona Me? How you doing? So, I had two ultrasounds done. They did both of them in one doing. Oh, in Indiana. Uh, okay. Oh yeah, all them the rain and storms and all that stuff. Yeah, man. Yeah, whenever we get it, y'all get it too. Uh, it's just like we'll get it bad and not so bad up there, and then real bad for you, and then bad for us, or not so bad for us. When cool fronts, and low pressures move through, that center of circulation for the low pressure, y'all it usually goes right over y'all, and then we get the comet tail off of it because I'm in Louisiana and get all that moisture sucking off the Gulf, warm, moist air being sucked in from the Gulf by that. So, yeah, and that's what causes all them tornadoes and stuff. You got that warm, moist air, and then you got that cold air behind it. And it all mixes up in that frontal boundary line. So, and I took a stress test this morning. That's what the IV is for. They put some radioactive stuff in me to make my heart race and all that. In fact, me and the technician were talking, and it's like okay, well, that didn't affect you. Usually people if they talk and they'll stop talking, you're like, wow, what's happening? What's happening? What's wrong? And then that's just the medication doing that. But no, I didn't do that. We had just a regular intelligent conversation the whole time that and then the whole time that medicine was in me. They did a contrast first, a dye, regular contrast, and then that took I think 20 minutes for that thing to go, and get to see on the monitor, and all that. Yeah, but it's nice. Then the radioactive stuff, and there's a man that doesn't need no introduction. The radioactive
Hang on a
stuff,
minute. Let me turn this down.
and there's a man that doesn't need no.
There we go. I just turned it off.
There you go.
What's going on?
How you doing, Russ?
Oh, I'm making it.
There you go. Me too.
Get this microphone a little bit closer. There we go. What's up, Judge Webb?
So after I got the pictures taken with the radioactive stuff, I got up and they got me in a waiting room area, gave me the remote for the TV, and said, "We'll come get you in about 30 minutes. If you can, stand up, make a little circle a couple times, sit back down, do that once or twice." And I was doing that already, so she just said, keep doing that. And for that medicine to kind of metabolize in my kidneys. That's where it metabolizes at, and instead of the liver. I think Tylenol is the only thing that metabolizes in your liver. The common stuff. So she come back and got me about another 10-minute scan without the IV and all that, though. And she's like, "Man, you passed the stress test with flying colors." So that's okay on the surgery on that part.
What kind of surgery you having?
It's stents.
Oh, really?
And the iliac artery, at your hip. Those two main, you got your main artery coming from your heart that goes down, and then it wires off to your legs. Well, at the hip region, the left one, I forget how much he said it was blocked, but it was, a concern. And then he says, "I might put a stent in the right artery, because when I put that stent in the left artery, all that stuff's immediately going to go to the right artery. That fast, like
does that have anything to do with you walking?"
Yeah, because well, part of it. It has a lot to do with my legs being numb, my feet being numb.
That makes sense.
No circulation.
Yeah.
Or restricted circulation.
Right.
I said it wrong. It's not no circulation, because my leg would have done already fell off.
I got bad hips where it really, man, walking is becoming a chore, but it's hip related. I mean, it's actually in the joint. I don't have numbness or anything like that. But
I want to say my hip is bone on bone.
Yeah, both of mine are shot.
My left one, I want to say that has a partial problem to do with my with that sciatic nerve.
Yeah.
Because I feel it a lot when I'm getting out of bed or something, or getting up from the chair. Right there, that hip area, man, it's stoved up,
Yeah.
And but my back has, a lot to do with the sciatic, but that hip got a lot to do with it too. Because I've got to pick up my leg with my hands like that, my hands and arms. If I try to move my left leg under its own power, oh boy, and that's a man, that's like electricity and hurt.
You sound a lot worse off than I am. My biggest thing, I can get up and walk, but I can't walk far because the muscles on my hips start tightening up, and it gets painful. Like if I get out of the car and walk into Lowe's, before I get halfway to where I'm going, I'm having to stop and let all the muscles relax. Then I can walk a little further. It's like so aggravating. And that was actually beginning to happen 10, 15 years ago, but it's getting worse the older I
Oh,
get,
wow.
you know. I used to lift a lot of heavy weights and stuff, man, and just everything's taking its toll, you know. But
Yeah.
I get up out of this chair and I have to stand up and kind of wait a minute before I can start walking because them hips ain't gonna let me. These hips
I
don't lie.
if I would go in the grocery store or whatever, 5 minutes in, now this is walking and with the basket, okay?
Yeah,
Because I got the basket to help hold me up or keep the weight off of my leg. Now this is 2 years, a year and a half, 2 years into this,
yeah.
and that's some Orgeil, man. I got oh boy, man,
You falling to pieces, man.
telling you, uh,
You,
I would walk like this,
yeah,
on my left side. And it, man, all that muscle in my back would hurt in the hip area. So I know there's something hip related too, like bone on bone. That
yeah,
hip socket, is there's no more. What's that? It's a cartilage or something. That's the cushion,
yeah. Hmm.
around it.
Right.
That that's
Yeah,
shot to shit.
I'm sure mine is
Excuse me.
too. I've never had it looked at. I just put up with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm no spring
Mm.
chicken. 66. I got about 6 years on you, so
Yeah.
you know.
Well, 5. I just turned 61 Monday.
Oh, did
Last
you? I
Monday.
thought you just
Yeah,
turned 60. Okay.
61. Missus
Yeah.
gonna be 61 December 1st.
Tarina will be 60 next month. She'll be out of her 50s.
I called in a medicine Monday on my birthday, and the lady said, "What's your birthday?" I said, "Today." She said, "When's your birthday?" I said, "Today." Oh no, date of birth. That's what she said. Date of birth.
Yeah.
And usually they want like 4764. But I said today. She says, "Huh?" I said, "Today's my birthday." Said,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I got you.
I was already jamming the Beatles music by the time you was born. 5 years old. My older brothers, they were buying
Yeah,
all them albums and playing them, and I'm in the room just dancing around at
yeah.
5 years old, listening to Elvis and the Beatles and whatever else they
I,
listened
I
to.
was listening to them on the radio and records. My cousins had them when I
Yeah.
was 5 or 6. They were still real popular. Elton Jones, how you doing, mon ami? What's going on? Ah, yeah, it's been a little while, huh? Just a little while.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking to
Elton
Elton John.
Jones.
I
Yeah.
almost said Elton John. Elton Jones.
Oh, Elton John. Yeah.
Elton Jones. I
Philadelphia Freedom.
wonder if we're
Oh,
if we're related. I'm a Jones.
yeah, sure enough. No, Deacon Jones and Grostet.
There's a bunch of them, mainly up around Hurley, Mississippi. That's where the Jones
Mike
family came from. My
Michael
Jones.
Jones. I forget where Michael Jones is from. I think he was from Mississippi. He was a kind of a blonde-headed fella, not blonde, but kind of like a dirty blonde.
Yeah.
I want to say he was from Mississippi. He moved to Grosset when he was.
Ain't no telling, man. There's so many of them. I worked with some Joneses out there at the shipyard, and they were brothers. And I asked them one day, "Where y'all from? What Joneses?" I was wanting to see if we was related, but they were actually from up further state, up around Jones County, Mississippi, up around Laurel, and we wasn't related. If we were, it was long distance.
Lucky James Eller. What's up, mon ami? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. that Deacon Jones, I never did know his first name. You know, that's the bad thing about nicknames. You
Yeah.
know people all your life by nickname and you don't know their real name. It's like when my mom died, my sister was doing the name for the obituary, you know, in the paper and
Yeah.
the survivors, and I was right there, and there was asking her with brothers and sisters. So she says, yeah, she says, uh, Junior Primo. She says, I don't know his real. Oh, the funeral director asks, well, what's his real name? And she says, oh, I don't know. And then she says, I'll find out. And then that's about when I walked up because I was within earshot of that. And then she says, Uncle Boy. She says, I don't remember his name. So I got there and I says, I'll take over this.
Yeah.
She had done took over everything. You know, I says, I can handle this one. So, but my Uncle Junior, no, June, his real name was Olivier. And instead of Oliver, Olivier, you know, IER.
Yeah.
And then Uncle Boy, his real name was Ogden. Ogden Primo. He was a baby of the bunch. He lived in Tennessee for a long time. Long time. Jackson, Tennessee. He used to be the headshot salesman at the Budweiser plant over there in Jackson, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Where's David at? David. No, David. David was his name. Skills. Oh, Elton Jones saying Elton Skills Savvy. Yes, Smoky Ribs Barbecue and or / Skill Savvy. You got 2 channels. Elton Jones, I'm from Lumberton, North Carolina. Boy, that hurts. It's sore. Achy, like it's not a real blowed out pain. Sometimes it is. Good thing we got shrimp gumbo tonight and no steak, you know.
I tell you what makes my teeth hurt, which they normally don't hurt, but if I eat something really hot, I'm talking about a pepper, like a really hot
Yeah.
pepper. I mean, real hot. Jalapenos and all ain't gonna hurt it, but if I eat something really hot, boy, my teeth just ache.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant eating hot food, you know,
No, no,
steamed
no,
hot hot.
no, no. I
Okay.
can eat hot
Wow.
food. I can eat spicy food, but real spicy, like hot. Yeah, buddy,
Hmm.
my teeth will go to aching for a little while.
I've got a video out. It's on my other channel. Yeah, it's on my Boo Lucat channel. I was doing like the peppers, you know, growing pepper seeds for production, like Pepper
Yeah.
Joe Seed Company. I grew Carolina Reapers, and then the next year I did Carolina. The third year I did
Thank you.
uh,
Hmm.
the orange Marugas,
Yeah.
orange Marugas,
No.
and I was showing how to what is that?
That was keys. I got a vehicle here I'm working on. My wife
Oh,
was showing the neighbors. She says she might want to buy it. It's a Toyota Path. No, Toyota Highlander, 2011. I got to fix the AC on it.
that's same year as that Suzuki.
It's in good shape. Runs like a top. It's got quite a few miles, 234,000, I think. But for a Toyota that's taken care of, it still has a lot of life on it. But I've got some parts ordered so I can get the AC back up and going. Pretty fancy ride.
I don't know why that one popped up before that one, huh? Must be. Let me back to top chat, then live chat. You got to refresh your chat every now and then. If you don't, it'll
Get stuck.
lag.
Yeah.
It'll lag a little bit.
Right.
And I found that out when I was doing a coin auctions. I would hit sold, to like say Elton Jones, and then because that's what I was seeing on my screen, and then somebody, I mean, almost at the same time, put in the same, somebody else would bid, okay, before the well, it would show on mine after when I said sold, typed it in the chat, sold, because it would go by the chat. And somebody would have a bid in there, like after I would see it after I would type sold. I'd see another bid right out like a snipe, and that's exactly what it was, a snipe.
Yeah.
And somebody says, "Hey, no, what you call it? Got it." I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, really? So I said, let me refresh my chat. Somebody had told me, "Hey, Boo, you need to refresh the chat." So I'm like, let me try that. And sure enough, when I refreshed my chat, there was a snipe before the soul
Hmm.
that I had typed in.
Yeah.
Because if you say sold and go by that, it's not going to work out because of the delay, the time difference in between what we are now and what they see in it.
Right.
10 seconds or whatever. So that's why I would do it in the chat, because the chat is real time. The like what you see in the YouTube chat is different than the
StreamYard.
StreamYard chat.
Gotcha.
Usually it shows up about 7 or 8 seconds.
After the
But
fact.
yeah, after like say Doctor Who said skull, I noticed his it took 7 seconds for it to show up in the StreamYard chat so I could highlight it.
Yeah.
But Braxton the Snake Fiend representing Northwest Louisiana, Shreveport. Ah, man. Man, I wish I could find that other toothache medicine I got. It's in a little brown bottle with a cross on it. It's like Eugene oil. Eugene oil. You ever heard of that? Eugene oil.
Mm-mm.
I'm
Kind of
gonna say
oil.
that's it. Eugene. In the bathroom. I mean, you can only take so many to leave. But that's not what I'm taking. I guess I'm gonna go look in a minute. Tommy Hanlon, how you doing, mon ami? What's the weather like in Ireland, Dublin, Ireland? Oh, I used to, I used to have it right there by my that relay cover and that old battery. Oops.
RCA.
See if I. Yeah, bad toothache. That's a C cell. You ever seen an RCA battery?
I don't think I have.
I never have
Uh-uh.
until that one. That came out of my to 1959, I think.
Oh, that come out of something that old. Okay.
Yeah, 59. It's a RCA
Is
voltometer.
RCA even around anymore?
Yeah, they still make TVs. They Canada and Mexico.
Okay. I was wondering.
American made. Well, assembled in Mexico with American parts or whatever.
That's rare nowadays. It's
Okay, Mr. Elton.
it ain't gonna be rare much longer because we ain't gonna be able to get nothing Chinese much longer. It don't look like.
Well, he was
I
on
ain't got no
Harley
problem with it.
Davidson. Harley Davidson has been their bike's been coming out of a plant in India, Bombay. You know, India, that India.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and Trump said, "Hey, Harley Davidson is American pride.
Yeah,
American, proud, American made,
yeah.
built to the
Bike
start
is
from
on.
the start, and I want it back in America. To
Yeah,
ride an American bike. A Harley Davidson should not be made or assembled or with foreign parts or nothing. It should be in America with all American ingenuity and parts."
I agree. Along with everything else, I just hope they can find enough people wanting to work to fill all these factories they're talking about opening back up. Nobody
Yeah,
wants to work anymore.
there was a Taiwanese chip company that, or no, Korea. I'm sorry, Korea chip company, South Korea. This was about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I think, or a year and a half. They were supposed to open up a plant, a chip factory in, I don't know if it wasn't in North Louisiana somewhere, maybe, I think, or Arkansas,
Yeah,
to
I don't
make
know.
semiconductors, like chips for the cars, computers.
I tell you what, they need to do that because after 2020, man, I
Oh, yeah.
remember there were certain cameras that I was looking at, but they had to wait before they could sell them because they couldn't get the chips. And it wasn't just cameras; it was cars and everything else that requires chips. It was really
Mhm.
putting a stranglehold on a lot of businesses because they couldn't get them over here.
Yeah. I
Everything's
remember
digital
well,
and
they had the
computerized.
cars assembled, ready to go. It's just they didn't have a computer.
Right, exactly right. It shouldn't
No,
be that dependent on another country for anything.
yeah. Put a put a carbureted intake manifold on that sucker and let her rip.
I wish they would. Those good old days.
Yeah. I mean, I can say though, I can honestly say that motors run better, last longer.
Yeah,
Uh,
they do. They're
like
more
the V8s,
they're
fuel
more
efficient.
they're more precision than what they've ever been.
Right.
And when all that works, it works really well.
Yeah.
And it's just people that used to work on their own cars, unless they kept up with things as they change, they're kind of lost. As far as cars, it's kind of like a carburetor. You got that screw where you adjust your fuel and air. You're basically adjusting your fuel trims. Well,
Right.
today you got to look at a scanner to see what your fuel trims are and then figure out
Yeah.
why it's out of sync. It
Yeah.
ain't turning a screw anymore and listening to it. Them days, man, they've been over for
Yeah.
years, you know?
They the computer does it all the time too. It adapts like if you did different
Yeah.
altitudes, you
Yeah,
know. Oh
it
yeah.
does. I
That's
like it.
how
It's interesting to me. I watch a lot of stuff on that, and of course, I did it for years too. I worked in that AC shop for 18 years, but we did everything. It wasn't just AC work because during the winter months there was no AC work. Fall, winter, and spring we
yeah.
were just doing general automotive. So, yeah,
Um Now I wouldn't mind. I mean, I actually don't like the computers because of one reason. You got all the other different modules talking to each other. And
yep,
if there was who was it? I think it was Eric, South Main Auto up in New York.
mm-hmm,
He had a car that was brought in. The headlight went out, one of the headlight lamps, and that car wouldn't run. Yeah, it it interfered with other modules talking to the computer. Now,
Yeah.
I don't mind computerized, like the fuel injection and stuff for the engine, but engine only, okay? Leave the brakes out of it. You know, you don't need a module for the brakes. You don't need a module for the rear tail
Well, you
lights.
get the ABS
You
system. It's
know,
got its own module. All those modules talk to each other through a CAN bus. And
yeah.
if you got one that, if you got one thing that screws up that entire circuit, then you're gonna have issues.
Yeah, correct. And I don't like that. I don't mind the engine being computerized and all that.
Well,
But
yeah,
but leave it on its own. Don't let other modules interfere with the engine part because
right.
the headlights ain't got nothing to do with the way the engine runs.
Everything PCM or ECU, all that's your main computer, and all those other modules talk back to it, and to each other or whatever, like you said. And one thing go wrong, then
Oh, excuse me for a second.
yeah. I'll be right back. I gotta grab a beer.
Okay, I'm back. Elder Barry, how you doing? Uh, yeah, shrimp gumbo tonight over here. Uh, and shrimp and egg gumbo. Let me see. Let me see if I can get that damn. I used to have it. Yeah, I know. I used to keep it right there in that corner. Right there. It very well could be in one of them drawers. But the Oreo was in the top drawer. So I assume that's where it was in the top drawer right here, the Oreo. And right here, the Oreo. I'll put it there in the set. Well, hell. Kenny's 9-volt battery. And I don't no clue where that toothache medicine is. It's Eugene oil. I never heard of Eugene oil. Never heard of that. Oh. No. Oh. Oh man. Oh, maybe it's in this little tray. Maybe not. It's in this little tray. Oh. Oh well. Barbecue ribs sounds good. Two man. Two man. Oh yeah. He does. Russ does. He's got a do-it-yourself DIY channel, working on cars and stuff. But his big main channel is Smoky Ribs Barbecue, and he's got some good uh barbecue and smoke recipes on there. And Mr. Wayne, custom screen printing. How you doing, mon ami? Let me send you a link. Where's my? Oh, here it is. I don't know if I sent you a link already, Wayne. But I'm gonna send you another email. Doop 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 doop. Compose. There we go. That one. That one. All right, there you go, Wayne. Russ, you remember Ed, the old tech guy?
Who?
Ed, the old tech guy. He's been in my live panels before. Lives up in Chicago. He's a does like point to point wireless stuff and fiber optics. He laid a lot of fiber optic cable and stuff and built the hubs, where all the stuff is,
Yeah.
where the fiber all connects to for wireless stuff like internet and stuff.
Right.
And then he's got to go in and replace stuff after the crackheads and meth heads go in and they break everything. They break the doors down and then they steal the transformers and stuff for the copper because fiber optics ain't got no copper in it.
That's
But
cool.
they get the transformers, and they ain't getting much out of it, maybe $5-10 worth of copper or something, but it costs thousands to get it back up and running.
Yeah, it's something.
Well,
Man.
anyway, he went. He got offered a school board job working in the school system. Oh,
Yeah.
there's Wayne right there.
Hey.
Hey, Wayne, how you doing, mon ami?
All right, I'm fine.
Welcome to the live stream.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, he got offered a job with the school board. Man, some good money too. I said, well, what kind of good money? Because man, teachers don't make nothing. I said, you got your college education and all that, but he says, no, he said it's kind of a hazardous. The hazardous pay is what kicks in. He says, I'm going to be a tail gunner on a school bus.
Mm.
Where's Dave at?
I don't know. He's somewhere. I don't know what he's doing.
Out and around, or he's in the house?
Probably on someone's channel with some girls singing with him.
Some girls singing with him?
I sing with some ladies, so.
Yeah. Sentimental ladies, you're the one.
I'm a business guy, so I have no time, but working on some things and keeping busy. Trying to fight this cold, getting rid of it. It's being a pain hanging around.
Who did that Sentimental Lady? There used to be a skating rink song. Sentimental Lady. Bob Welch.
Yeah.
That was a hit for him. That and Your Eyes Got Me Wondering. Your Eyes Got Me Blind. Ebony Eyes.
They were old songs.
Oh yeah, from the 70s. Well, hell, he was the vocalist and guitar player for Fleetwood Mac. And then when they parted ways, they parted on a good note. It wasn't a bad leave and all that. Anyway, they parted ways on a good note, and then that's when Stevie Nicks and her old man joined Fleetwood Mac, and they became superstars.
Mm-hmm.
Bob Welch, he was with Fleetwood Mac.
Stevie Nicks is 76 now.
And I tell you what, and she's looking good for her age. You know,
Hmm.
What
well,
is
the
it?
last time I saw, she was doing an interview and stuff. I think she was 72 or something, 73.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe the last 5 years, might. But anyway,
Yeah, she's looking pretty old now. She is old.
yeah, she is old.
10 years older than I am.
And
I'm old.
she's of the Wiccan persuasion.
Yeah,
You know, Mother Nature and all that.
right.
You know, when you eat healthy and all that stuff,
The drug,
it helps. Was that Wayne?
the drug scene she was involved in, and pushing cocaine up her nose because they were getting pretty famous, and they pushing them to making more money for the label and stuff. It's all crap, you know.
Yeah, well, you gotta stay awake when you're on tour and stuff. And that
Not
stuff.
that way. So how you doing?
I went to the hospital this morning, got all my tests done.
Hmm.
Had 2 ultrasounds, a stress test, nuclear stress test. Scared the hell out of Missy. She came in the bedroom and I wasn't under the cover, and she saw this green thing around me laying in the bed.
I hated that ultrasound. That's
Glow in
nasty.
the dark, huh?
That
Yeah.
ultrasound was nasty. That's gross.
Really?
It's
What was
gross.
that? Oh, the lubricant they use?
Yeah, and just wipe it off you. It's gross, you know. I went home and showered, got rid of it. That's
Well,
gross.
it's water soluble lube. It's like
I don't
I
give
think
a crap
it's
what it is. It's gross.
KY. Oh yeah, clean up when you get back home. But yeah, they give you towels to, them hand towels like that to wipe
Yeah,
off. And then I had it under my kneecaps, on the bend of my knee. Had it all around my hip area, all around there, my belly.
I'm just glad I got it over with.
They was checking them, the main arteries, the aortas, the main veins.
I just glad it's over. No more to deal with that no more. Jeez.
Oh, you might. You never know. You might have to.
No, I don't. No,
No, you don't.
Believe me.
You won't, huh?
No, I won't. All I have to do is lose weight off me. They told me to lose weight. That's all they told me.
I got to go to the doctor Monday, and I dread it. I've never been to this doctor. It's going to be a brand new doctor, but I already know I'm about 50 pounds overweight at least.
Yeah, but you're not fat though.
Shit.
Are you?
I'm fat. For my height, I'm fat. Yeah.
Yeah, but you built.
Yeah, I got a big
muscle
body and all that. I've always had that barrel chest, but I need to lose weight. I need to lose at least 30 or 40 pounds.
Oh. I got a doctor's appointment Monday too. I told Johnny that. Where were we at?
I just have to get rid of this stinking cough I got. I get rid of it. I told her, talking to get rid of this cough.
Quit smoking.
No, I don't smoke.
I know.
And I just got this cough. It's something to do. It's just lingering on, and it's going away slowly. The doctor told me it's going to slowly dissipate, but let it take its course. But it's being very annoying. I can't talk or nothing. I start choking. Oh my God.
I've had a persistent cough going on for a while now. Actually, it's eased up from what it was, but about over that.
That's how mine's going. I don't have to deal with it anymore. That's why I don't go on YouTube that much. If I talk, I'll start choking. So I go on a live stream someone's channel. They said to me, "Why aren't you talking?" I said, "So I will start coughing if I do. So I have to be quiet. I can't talk much. So I be quiet and listening to you two talk. I'll be better off. I can't say nothing.
Oh, that I saw a meme last week. It was like world leaders and their dogs. Well, they got the prime minister of England or whatever, and he's got a Yorkshire, Terrier. Putin got his little bulldog. I don't know who this guy is. He looks like a younger Joe Biden, but I don't know who he. It might be Joe Biden with a little what's them Rottweiler. And then what's that Chinese president?
I don't know his name. I know who you're talking about though.
Yeah, I don't remember. I see Young. No, I think that's Korean. Anyway, they all holding their dog like that. Well, the Chinese president, he's holding his dog up in a plate with gravy and a fart. Bill Beckett, what's up, Mona Me? How you doing? I got an old boy that sends me memes and stuff like that in an email about twice a week. That's where the school bus come in. Tail gunner on a school bus in Chicago.
Yeah.
That's where that came from. No, Ed still got he still owns his own business. You got some good ones in here. Two old ladies talking to each other. I don't know, about 80 years old. One old lady said to the other one, "I went wireless." Yeah, she wasn't wearing no bra. No wire, support wire. She was hanging down there her navel.
I didn't go live at all tonight. I stayed off. I just took it easy tonight. I didn't go live. I didn't feel like I was feeling kind of tired.
You didn't go live tonight?
No, I didn't go live.
Oh, okay. I missed your live yesterday. Probably about 20 minutes, I think, something like that. What time you ended your stream yesterday? About 7?
I think so.
Yeah, I got up from a nap at 7:20.
Today I was working on my website. I was changing the template on it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I didn't go to a different website. I went back to the same guy because all the websites had bad reviews. Some were scams, some were ripping customers off, doing some bad websites and everything. So,
man, it gives me the frissons. That's French for the chills. When I hear that certain accent on the phone, I'm like, oh no, hang up. I still hadn't done my scammer thing yet. I need to do that. I might do that tomorrow afternoon. I got this email saying that which one is it? It's my Boudreaux, and it says your account has been charged. It was like $300 or something for 2 years of Norton virus. I think it was that.
I've gotten that one before. I keep getting one says that I owe some toll fees like they do up north, where they charge you, and they'll just mail it to you, if you don't stop and pay it.
Right.
I got to get this.
Yes, sir. Yeah, let me look up that thing.
I had somebody saying that I ordered something, and I started laughing at it. I said I didn't open it. I deleted it, put it in spam. I started laughing at him. I thought it was so funny. I said, I never had that kind of money. Who are you talking to? You think you're talking to Rockefeller or something?
Where is this?
Just a little tired tonight. That's why I didn't go on because I could fall asleep on my stream anytime. You know, so I was on my own live stream. I did it
Oh,
one
I
day.
know. Yeah.
They thought I was funny. They were all laughing at me, and I said, "Let it stay up. I don't care. They can laugh at me all they want. Give me more watch hours. I don't care. I can use them. I got enough."
I hope I didn't.
What?
I hope I didn't delete that by accident.
Why not? It'll be in your spam folder, trash folder anyway.
Yeah, but I was going to call that number, that 800 number on there,
Yeah.
and mess with that. You know, I was going to scam the scammer.
Hmm.
I've got a couple live streams on doing that.
Hmm.
And man, I had one guy going for a long time. His boss finally figured out that, hey man, that guy's passing you a bunch of green turds. You need to hang up
Mhm.
and spend your time with somebody you think you can scam. That guy knows what you're up to.
Scammers are stupid. That's what they are. They're stupid. If I can fool one and get people to talk to another person, well, I didn't promise them a computer and all this stuff. I spun circles around some of their heads.
Here it is. Yeah, it was in my Cajun. Yeah, it's Norton, and it says here $289 is about to be debited from your account by today. Protective service and this and that, and it's got an invoice number, blah blah, renewal date March 20th, 2025.
Cajun Monkey King Metals is here saying, "What's up, Cajun?" and all.
Yeah, it says, Dear Cajun Coin Hunter at gmail.com. Your subscription with Norton will renew today. It didn't say my name, you know, my real name and all that. It just says, Dear Cajun Coin Hunter. No, that's they're not going to address you as your they're not going to address you as your email. They're going to address you as your name if that was true.
Hey, Cajun, someone's there saying hello to you.
Okay, let me get out of this, get back into here. Got that. Hey, Monkey King Metals. What's going on, mon ami?
Mm-hmm.
Fixing to eat some shrimp gumbo after a while.
That sounds good.
I'm using my new camera that Missy got me. I thought the software would operate the camera, you know, live streaming, you know, like zoom in and all that, but it doesn't. And got it off of Amazon. It's a document camera. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
And I'll show it in a minute. Quick Ranch, what's up, mon ami?
They've got some of those cameras. I know a few YouTubers that's got them for lives, and when they get up to walk around, that camera will follow them. You know.
Well, GoPros will do that if you got that tracker on your arm or on your person.
Yeah, these cameras got like a little something that pivots. Actually, it's motorized. That actually turns the camera while you're moving. Like if you go over here, it'll follow you. You know,
right,
or whatever.
Yeah, like skiing, snow skiing. They got when they used to advertise GoPro, they had you could see the armband on the skier, and then the camera follow them like that. Then it had another camera, you know, showing that camera in action doing that. It's an advertisement for a GoPro. So
right.
I see a hat museum behind you on your wall there, my friend.
What's that?
I see all the hats over there hanging up. Kind of neat.
Oh yeah. I've got more right here beside me.
I guess so.
Oh yeah, they send him all kind of stuff.
Hats everywhere.
Oh my goodness.
There's one for my cooking channel.
You gotta put them more.
Oh, let me that dog is in.
You got to put more hooks on that wall and hang more of them up.
But yeah, I got hats at the wazoo.
Oh, okay. I heard that word before. Up the wall.
I'll wear them out pretty quick though. I'll wear my hat. Some of them on the wall I haven't worn a long time, but they're still
Like
there.
the background. What you said in the
Spe-
background.
especially the
Smoky something.
yeah, barbecuing. You got all that steam, that
Yeah.
smoke hit you, crawfish boils, crab boils, grease
boil.
cooking, deep frying stuff.
All kind
All
of
that
stuff.
splatter, that them tiny particles you don't see gets on there.
I like the banner in back here. Kind of neat.
Oh yeah, Smoky Ribs banner behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an old banner I used to use. We had a pop up canopy, and I would hang that in the background on some videos. And anyway, it eventually got in here, and I just hung it up.
Mhm.
I want to start shooting videos out in my garage for the other channel, but I got to do it in the cool weather. Cause boy, it gets hot, and there's no ventilation in there. Can't run a fan doing these lives, so I'll just keep doing them in here, I reckon.
I got mine running. Can you hear it? It's right behind my mic. About
No, I
3
got a
foot.
big shop fan though. You'll hear that joker.
Oh, gotcha. Never mind.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you were talking about his fan in general.
No, if
Oh,
it was just a little fan that's quiet, you wouldn't hear that. But I
that's
could
the
do it.
camera.
I could do it now because it ain't really got hot yet. We still been going down to 50s at night down here.
Hmm.
But
Mhm.
That's that camera.
oh, okay.
It's got controls on the back of it. Flip left, right, up, down, upside down, or whatever. Auto focus. Focus right here. Contrast. Dim and it brightens you up. And
What
then on
what is
this
that
side,
for? What do you got it for?
well, for streaming and
Okay,
making videos.
I got
Hmm.
Let me do this.
what camera you on right now?
The one I got from Wayne a couple years ago.
Okay. Yeah, it gets bright.
Got a little finger capacitive touch,
Oh, okay.
capacitive sensor right there.
Okay.
That's the one I was on.
Oh.
And it goes all kind of ways. And this turns down toward you. It can go this way, all kind of ways. But I got it from off of Amazon. Missy told me get it. That's your birthday present. I'm like,
Does it have a remote control with it, Joe?
What's up, Quick Wrench?
Quick Rant. Oh, okay. Yeah, I said hi earlier.
Does it have a remote control with it, Joe?
Not this one, but the company, Thurston, sent me an email. A message through Amazon, because I got it from Amazon, and they were saying if you need the software, let us know. We'll send it to you. So I replied to them like, yeah, I would love software for it. But I had the visualizer software, IPvo or whatever it is. It's visualizer that pops up, and it's IPvo, I think. It's a running software. That'll do any camera, like
Oh, okay.
document camera. It'll even do the one I got from Wayne, that little Logitech. It's a C270. The only thing it doesn't have is focus, autofocus or focus. Oh, maybe I can focus it with this software. But I told them that yeah, I need the software. They sent me the software, AMCAP, which I already had that installed from the factory on my laptop. So I said I need, it doesn't zoom in and out, like when I'm live, and I says I actually need that feature, which I could move it close, like that to zoom in and out. But they responded back saying, "Oh, so sorry, our product doesn't meet your situation. You know, expectations in certain situations." She says, "Please give us your mailing address, and we're gonna mail you a KB 1200 absolutely free of charge, and it has a remote, and you can zoom in and out with the remote and all that." And I looked up the KB. All you got to do is look up KB 1200. No name, just KB 1200. I mean, they got Pukotu, Thurston. They got I forget the name of the other one. They got like 5 different ones. One manufacturer makes them, and then the store, whatever, puts their name that's made with a label maker. You know, that the name field is not there. Like on this one, I think it was printed on the box, but the ones that want to cheap out, they don't print it. They just put a label on it, you know, with their store name.
Yeah, they do a lot of that stuff in China.
Oh yeah,
It's kind of like Vivor stuff. Those are made by manufacturers over there, and somebody will put their brand, and this company will put their brand. It's all the same stuff.
yeah.
They're just rebranding all that, you know.
It's like this. Where's it at? Right here. I call it my fake fluke.
Yeah.
Let me get back on my other camera.
Oh, I got another little toy in this week.
Oh, did you? You gonna? Let me switch my camera so I could focus it.
You might have seen this Chinese brand for Nursery.
Oh, for Nursery, yeah.
Yeah, I got a little.
Hold on, I'm gonna present you. Where you? There you go.
It's a oscilloscope. It's a multimeter, and it's
Multimeter oscilloscope. Yeah.
and it's a signal generator. I wanted it mainly for the signal generator.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. Let me power it up.
Yeah, is that the model 812 or something?
This is the
805 or
this 2C. Heck, it just disappeared. It's
probably on the back.
I'm looking. It's a 2C53P. They got all kind of models.
Okay.
Well, I got it to where when it first boots up, it goes straight to the oscilloscope.
All right.
It came with two. It's a 2-channel right here.
Oh, okay.
There's your multimeter ports.
Right.
And this plug right here, this is for the signal generator. But if I go home, then you got your choices. There's your multimeter.
Right.
It's got auto function. Then you can just go to each function independent of each other. Home. Oh, sensitive. Let's see. Signal generator. Signal source. This is where you get whatever kind of wave you want. Square wave, sine wave. It's got a whole bunch to choose from. Yeah. You can punch in how many hertz you want.
Right.
And then if like pulse width, you can do percentages. And that's for what I'm going to do with that is I'll be mimicking sensors on certain sensors on cars.
Oh, is that the one you were saying that?
No, that's my other one. That's that Decade box.
Oh yeah, the Decade box. Yeah.
That is for like thermistor type sensors that work off of temperature.
Right.
This is for like other type sensors.
Yeah, I've seen that. A buddy of mine got one in the mail. He did a review on it.
Yeah, I'm not going to do a review on this. I bought and paid for this.
Oh, okay. Would that run you about $150?
$125 for this one.
Okay.
They got other models. I mean, it's cheap. A good oscilloscope is expensive, you know, but I don't need an oscilloscope that often. And mainly, I wanted it for the signal generator to mimic sensors. That way, you can test from the plug all the way back to the module to know that it's good. If you can make it work with this signal generator, then you know you got a bad sensor. You know, it just takes a lot of the guesswork out of it.
Right.
I don't guess. I like to prove, you know.
This one that I got, this is like an example right here. That multimeter.
Yeah.
That's see how it looks like Finersi color.
Or fluke for
Yeah.
nursery. What does
Yeah.
it say?
You,
I can't
you know
see it.
your label. This looks like the Finersi label right here, but it's actually B side
Okay.
name B side. But Finersi has this exact meter. This is the ZT100 Zoyi. I think Zoyi is the manufacturer of Finersi, B side, and Aneg, Aneng, Aneg. Uh, I think Zoe is the producer for all of them.
Okay.
But this right here is the ZT100.
Yeah.
It's 4,000 count meter.
Right.
And but you know, like you were saying that your Finersi, you know, with the different makers and all that, and then this is an
Yeah.
example of it right here.
Right. Right. Yeah. This fluke right here. That label up top looks very similar, but this is an authentic
Yeah.
fluke.
Oh yeah, yeah. Now I just
Yeah.
call this in my fake fluke because it's got the colors, you know, the color on that label. But
This
all of
one,
them,
that one's made by Power Probe. See it down here?
yeah, Power
Power
Pro.
Probe. I've got a Power Probe, and this came with it.
Oh,
I
you got
didn't
your
need it.
third hands on the back.
Huh?
You got your third hand on the back. The little snap holder for the probe.
It's
Yeah,
Oh, that? Yeah.
yeah. They
This
call
is
it a third hand.
okay.
Yeah, they
And
call that
then
a third hand. You could like in a breaker box, you can have the ground on there, and then you know get you a ground, and then you can point, you know, probe with your hot lead.
that's a
Luke.
fluke
Yeah.
clamp meter. And I got a new clamp meter that will also do, I did a video on it actually. It will do inrush current. None of these, anything else I got won't, but the one I got, it's over here in a case. I'm
Oh,
not gonna
okay.
pull it up.
Hey, Simon, how you doing tonight? There's
I don't need
Muhammad
any more
missing.
multimeters, man.
And Gleason, what's up, Mona Me? You got the grandbaby tonight. Gotcha. Gleason says he's got a clamp on, a fluke clamp. Somebody gave it to him, but it's dead. Hey, Fluke's got a lifetime warranty on them thing.
Yeah.
They sure do. I don't know if you have to be the original buyer or if you have to have it registered, you know, like when you buy it, register it and all that. That way, you know, they know you actually the original buyer. I don't know if they do that or not.
Yeah, I don't either.
Johnny's got a fluke. He's got the display's bad on it. I looked up the number and all that for him and the addresses and stuff, and he never called. And he's always saying, "Man, I gotta get that meter fixed." I'm like, "Man, 2 years ago I gave you the phone number."
I did some work on a guy. I worked with him at the shipyard. This years ago. You can take me off big screen now.
Oh,
But anyway, I had to work on a vehicle that he just bought, and he bought it from a guy that worked for Singing River Electric. And the guy left all these tools in the back of it. And he's like, "Hey man, come look at all these tools. See if there's anything in here you could use." He goes, "I ain't got no use for none of it." One of them was a fluke clamp meter. I like, "You using that?" He goes, "No, I don't even know what it is." I said, "Yeah, I'll take it." So he gave it to me, and we moved in with my wife's daughter to help them out on rent and paying the bills and stuff like that. We were just renting anyway. So we moved over there, and I had all my stuff in bins, and we put it back there in our back shed. and she had an old boyfriend. He must have went through my stuff because when we finally moved here, that joker was gone. I said, son of a gun, it pissed me off.
He
So
cracked your meter
that's
right.
another reason I ended up just buying another one, which I didn't pay for that one he gave me. He just gave it to me. He didn't know what he had, you know. But
He sold that to buy or traded it for some of that Van Cleve high speed chicken feed.
yeah.
Green County
George County Slim Fast.
George County Slim Fast. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was thinking Green County, but George County. Green County right above George, ain't it? Or
somewhere around there, yeah.
Or opposite. I know they one on top of one another somewhere.
I'll tell you what, when I leave the coast, I couldn't tell you much of anything, man. I lived in Mississippi all my life, but on the coast, I can tell you everything about down here. Once we leave here and start going up north, that's all. It's like I just soon be in any other state. I don't know anything about it.
Lucedale.
Yeah, I know Lucedale and places like that. That's within 40 miles of here, but I'm talking about on up the road, you know.
Right. Tarek said, I got a Fluke T600 that died. I need to check on the warranty. I don't want to. Just call Fluke. You just, Google Fluke and numbers right there. The warranty number. Like I said, I don't know if it has to be registered with the receipt and all that when you first got it or what, but I remember years ago when I was framing houses, I was buying these 25s and 35s pretty often because in Mississippi, you got sand all over the place. And when you work at Gulf Shores or Dolphin Island, that ain't nothing but, 100 miles deep of sand. It ain't got no dirt or nothing. And you get sand on your fingers and stuff, and measuring wood, treated wood, and that old sand sticking to that pressure treated lumber, and all that sand gets in here. Man, these tapes don't last long, and they were lifetime warranty. And man, you go to any Home Depot or Lowe's with a broken tape, and they exchange it for you because Stanley was doing it for them.
Yeah.
And but like something like that, the Fat Maxes I'm talking about, not just any Stanley, the Fat Max. It's got that lifetime warranty. And now you got to mail it in, or they give you a kit.
I remember. I grew up in a fence business. My dad owned a chain link and privacy wood fence business, and he would take those 100-foot tapes and he'd pull them all the way out, and then he would take a rag with some WD-40, and he was always cleaning them things. Because, we would lay holes out to dig and all that with them 100-foot tapes, and even 25-foot tapes. We had all kind of tape measures.
I knew the tool manager at Lowe's over there, and he'd make me a deal on the 25-footers, and when I'd hire somebody new, if he didn't have a tape, I'd sell him a tape, take it out of his check.
Yeah.
And I made a couple of dollars doing that because I was getting a deal on them.
Right.
But yeah, man, all that sand that gets in there. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, it wreaks havoc.
Yeah, Milwaukee tape measure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wow.
I got a cheapo somewhere around here, and then I got a Harbor Freight one out there in my toolbox. There's a little cheapo, I think Tarina bought, 16-footer. I keep that one in here, and I keep that other one out in my toolbox.
The electronic measuring tape. What do you think about those?
Which one?
The electronic ones they have out that measure for you without you.
Oh, yeah. I don't have.
Oh, yeah. I never used one, so I can't comment on that.
I'm not sure I would trust the accuracy, even though they might be spot on. They might be way better than these.
That's being lazy, though, I think, isn't it?
I don't know.
Being lazy with the electronic one without using the tape.
Lean on the dog and get some coffee. I'll be right back.
It sounds lazy.
I got a 6-foot fold out rule too, and I use that for accuracy because these cheap tapes, they got this little thing here. I mean, if you want to really be spot on, that's for pulling, and this is for pushing. Yeah, that's right. And I just don't, if I want to be within a 16th, I'll pull out that 6-foot rule.
I think it's lazy myself. I'd rather have a measuring tape. Can't trust that thing.
Right. But I use that 6-foot rule when I'm really wanting accurate measurements,
Mm-hmm. My Restream lets me use 2 cameras on mine. They allow me to switch back and forth. If I want to use 2 cameras, I can switch it back and forth. It's kind of neat.
Okay. Yeah, that is.
And they also got another gadget they originally put on the Restream. It costs like $49 altogether, but they
Yeah.
give you the boost your channel and get you more views and more subscribers. It's crazy. I got one video. I actually got 1.3K on a shot from it. It's kinda neat.
Yeah.
It was a free one, but it gave me 1.3.
Hmm.
They charge you 2 times for it, and I don't care for being charged twice. Making it $49, it's too much.
Yeah.
Hey Ben Hur, how you doing, man? Nice seeing you here.
I guess Boo had to go lean off the dock.
Yeah, he's from 21SC's channel, Ben Hur.
Oh, okay.
Comes to my channel too. I'm just kind of tired tonight. Here he comes. I'm probably gonna leave pretty soon when Casey comes back. I'm getting kind of tired sitting here, so I had a tiring day today. Having this cold and everything is wearing me down. It's getting rid of it, but the whole thing is just making me kind of tired.
Yeah. Take the energy out of you.
So that's why I went live just tonight because I was so tired. I might have fell asleep in my stream. I don't want to do that again. I did once. That was bad enough. That was embarrassing. Then they said, "Oh, they were saying something about it." I said, "Okay." I said, "I'll leave it on then. Maybe I'll get more views from it, you know." So I said,
Yeah.
"How about a song?" No, that karaoke channel is gone. Sorry, I shut that sucker off. That karaoke channel. I got rid of it. It was a pain in my backside. No one even show up for it. I think that you saw. He was talking about that. I think. But oh, okay. Keller. Someone else said yes, I can buy because some more people are coming in the channel right now.
I got the tuner kit for the TT today, gaining 59 horsepower.
Well, oh, I'm getting a headache now. Stupid cold's giving me a lot of problems. Oh, aching head. All right, Cage, I'm going to go out and get out of here. So have a good night, all right?
Okay, Wayne. Yeah, I'm fixing to shut it down.
Thanks for having me on. I enjoy it. Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, Wayne. I'll take it easy, mon ami.
Later.
Ben Hur, what's up, mon ami? How you doing? Oof. Scott Keller, what's up? Simon, ask Eddie, whose pins are they again? My iron is dangerously lower. Oh, 13 level, so he can't do much. I'm exhausted 24/7. Oh boy. Oh. Not creating a red blood cell. White is through the roof. Damn. Usually white blood cells overtaking, you got an infection somewhere. Yep, I gotta go. I gotta get something to eat. I'm hungry. I didn't. I fasted. I haven't ate anything since last night. Nothing.
For that
So
doctor's appointment.
well, I had to fast. You know, for the ultrasounds.
Yeah.
have to fast because they don't want no noise. You know, your stomach's a big factor, and it was going that main artery
Right.
behind your stomach and all, and they didn't want all that gurgling noise and all that messing with the velocities and stuff. So,
Yeah.
all right, Russ, appreciate you coming in. You want to do
Yeah,
your
man.
outro?
Ain't no outro. Just appreciate the link. Everybody, have a good weekend in the chat. Boo, have a good weekend. Missy, I see you back there. Have a good weekend.
All right. Thank you for being here, Russ, and everybody in the chat. Good seeing y'all. And I'm going to keep it short. All right. Y'all know the routine. It's good being north of the grass. Y'all stay safe. Be that way, stay safe. And as always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later. Plutarch.